I will say the second term, people ask, what's the difference between the second term and the first term inside the White House? Second term, as you know, and other people that work day in and day out with people that are working in the Trump White House this time, you can get off the record, you can sit, you can talk to them, you can talk, well, this doesn't make sense. He's stretching this here. Should the DOD Secretary, Secretary of Defense really does? And you can, you get straight answers often back and forth and have a really good, meaningful discussion and trying to figure out, what in the world's going on. For me, and I'm curious about you, this was an exception to that rule. Everybody put on their Baghdad Bob hat this weekend because there just was no justification for it. I was surprised that I didn't even get the sort of quiet eye rolling from inside the White House. They all, I guess they understood. We're going to follow the Baghdad Bob line, and they all did it this weekend. What did your reporting find?
Yeah, similar experiences here. Those in the White House, those close to the president, in lockstep, asserting without evidence that there was bias in these job numbers and that President Trump simply was justified in doing what he did. None of that is true. This is a bad one. This is a bad one. And this is a bad one. Governments and economies and businesses can only make decisions based on hard data, on statistics. This calls into question, so much of what Washington produces now. If you're a career bureaucrat, if you're a government official,